Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It's Thursday. It's Korner Booth pregame.
Hey, this thing on? Hello, testing.
No debate, cause it's all. I'm too official, got the drip, I got the sauce. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth, yeah. Still standing and defiant. Slay the competition, cause I'm walking like a giant.
What's up, Twitter world? There's my little OJ.
He's got an autographed OJ photo.
Has anybody heard the story about the Glizzy guy?
He fits today's generation.
Oh yeah, speaking of lady basketball players, Lola Bunny, bonkable. Yes or no?
Wait for it. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Korner Booth Podcast. I'm your host, Jerry Clem. A very happy Diamondbacks fan this afternoon. It is a happy Monday to you all. It's gorgeous outside today. It's like 78 degrees out, sun shining, a little overcast here and there. Yeah, I played way too much baseball and football this weekend, and my shoulder is shot to hell. But I feel great. We swept the Cardinals. I have a very hot take about all these baseball writers these Yankees fan baseball writers trying to vulture my team when all of a sudden we're 500. We have a very easy schedule coming up, and we're getting players back. So I will talk about that. I'm going to completely decimate Cam Newton for being the has-been that he is and his stupid hats. And on top of that, we're going to talk some other MLB deadlines. We're going to talk about some really funny rankings. And also, we're going to do a new assignment today. So as it's the off season, and shout out to our boys at No Credentials Required when they review sports movies, we are going to pick movies for each other, and we're going to watch them. And on Thursday, we're going to report a 2-sentence report on them. So Nate obviously has already been told he has to watch Spaceballs. There are a couple rules. I don't watch horror movies. I refuse to. So Matt, I know where your head's going. You are not doing this to me. I will flat out cancel you from the show. Obviously, if there's like any religious restriction or whatever, there's a few restrictions. I just don't do horror movies. I refuse to. I think Nate doesn't like them either. Just try to keep them to comedies, sports movies, whatever. So we'll try to talk some movies later in the show as well. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun show today. It's the summer shenanigans. Also, Sauce Gardner got a Brinks truck and a half, and Ice Spice apparently. So there you go. We're gonna start off Jets fan, Yankees fan, Matt Ordazzo. Matty, what's up, brother?
The most deserving contract that a Jets player recent has gotten so far. Listen, everybody can say what they want to say. There is some, and I would like to call out some of these Jet fans. There are some Jet fans out there that are saying, why are they paying Sauce? He's not worth it. I mean, did we just forget his first 2 years in the league when he was one of the best corners in the league next to Surtain? He was a two-time All-Pro.
Question. I mean, we could do cornerback rankings as we get close to the season. My biggest issue with Sauce is that like everyone always looks at his interception numbers. It's because he knocks everything down and they don't throw him in his way. That's what it really comes down to.
Darrelle Revis has like 29 career interceptions, and he's labeled as one of the greatest shutdown corners. And you know what I mean? Like it's just all about.
Well, everyone thinks they're a stat nerd. That's the problem. Everyone looks. This is my biggest pet peeve with sports right now. Everyone looks at stats and numbers and expects that to be the be all end all. Like we're gonna talk about me just taking a nuclear powered dump on Cam Newton's take, but it's because everyone looks at these stupid freaking numbers. Fellas, unfortunately, if numbers really counted for everything, we'd be talking about Brett Favre and Peyton Manning being the two greatest quarterbacks of all time, not Joe Montana and Tom Brady. We consider Barry Bonds the greatest baseball player of all time, not Babe Ruth, Hank Aaron, and you know what's crazy? That's a stat sport, and you still don't consider the greatest guy of all time the greatest player. Because Barry Bonds is an okay outfielder. Hank Aaron was way better. Willie Mays, way better. Mickey Mantle, way better. Lou Gehrig. It goes on and on. So my biggest take about this is that everyone got so infatuated with Sauce when he came in. He had such a good rookie year. and he's played great. Honestly, there's not really been much of him getting burnt. The Jets have been just so mediocre the last 2 years because of the Rodgers debacle that he's kind of gotten dragged in with it. It's well-deserved. I don't see any issue with this at all. Congratulations, Sauce. And now he's dating Ice Spice. So he's now part of the Swift. He's not part of the Swift.
The man got the bag, and he got the you-know-what down there with Ice Spice. I mean, he's balling off the field. He's having a great year. Listen, 2-time All-Pro. He was former Defensive Rookie of the Year, 2-time Pro Bowler. He was also on the 2022 All-Rookie team. I mean, he just was one of the best corners in the league this first 2 years. And just to look at a quick couple stats, in his down year, he allowed 1 touchdown and a completion percentage of 53.2 when targeted, and quarterbacks threw his way 47 times last year. That was tied for second fewest. 5 players allowed 0, and 7 other players allowed 1. And the completion percentage was 5th lowest among cornerbacks outside and inside to play at least 50% of their team snaps. So, yes, he did. When you watch him, he didn't have as dominant and as shutdown of a year 3 as he did in years 1 and 2. But he still had corner stats in year 3. And this is all from Connor Hughes, Jets and Jets reporter. But I think I'm happy for it. I mean, I'm just happy to see an organization sign their key guys, keep them happy. You know, everybody was saying Garrett Wilson wasn't happy. He wanted out, and this new organization came in and changed his mind, if that's the case. But I went a long stretch of watching Jets take all these first-round picks and not giving them a second deal. And it's nice to see some guys finally get some second deals. I'll say that. Quentin Williams was the first one in a very long time. And since then, at least we've had Sauce and Garrett. Maybe we'll get a Jermaine Johnson one. Maybe we'll get an Elijah Vera Tucker one. We'll see with Breece Hall too. Can't keep everybody, but we'll see what they do. Maybe they get some team-friendly stuff.
You know what? I'm happy for Sauce. I really am. I think, you know what? At the end of the day, having an elite cornerback is the difference sometimes for teams. Like, I'm worried about my team's cornerback 2 position this year. Not our 1. We know who 1 is. 1 is Q. Our nickel is Coop. Like, who's cornerback 3? Is it Ringo? Is it going to be Adoree Jackson, former Giants reject? I want to see, you know, cornerback is such an important position, especially with the modernized passing game. So, congrats, Sauce. Well-deserved. And, yeah. Also, hey, speaking of awesome people, our producer Nate's here. Hi, Nate. Wearing a drippy A's hat.
Hi, boss. Hi, Matt. Good to see you guys.
I'm happy to see you in Northern California colors again, buddy.
Thank you, boss. You know, it was nice to have the SoCal Dodgers on a little bit, but you know, had to get back to my roots, man. And
then they got swept by the Brewers this weekend. Thanks, Vince.
I got something to show you. Wait, all right, 1 second.
All right. Yeah, I saw the Dodgers got swept by the Brewers this weekend. I was laughing hysterically this morning driving to work. Because I was like watching, like I like the sports update on my phone while I was like driving and listening to it. I'm like, wait a minute, Dodgers got swept. We swept the Cardinals. We're only 8 back. It's lit. I'm like losing my mind this morning driving into work. Oh my god, nothing makes me happier than being a rebellious animal against the grain and the fact that like everyone wants the Diamondbacks to sell their good players. I mean, listen, we'll give you guys Zach Gallen for a bucket of beans. It's fine. We'll keep Merrill. Yeah, nobody wants Zach Gallen. It's fine. He's about to get he's going to get shelled tonight against freaking Houston. But we're at home, which means we're probably going to score about 18 runs and win 18-15 or some shit like that. But
I didn't even realize Merrill Kelly was 36. He's but yeah, listen, dude, hey, I mean
his career starting in the MLB starting he was 28 with the Diamondbacks.
Wow. It's right now with the Yankees that I'm hearing pitching wise is between 2 guys. One is Merrill Kelly and one's Mitch Keller. I've also heard Zach Gallen. I've heard Mitch Keller and Merrill Kelly.
I think you guys I don't think Arizona's making a deal. I don't think unless we get swept by the Astros. If this is the series that's going to tell you, if the Diamondbacks take 2 out of 3 or sweep, Arizona's back. They're dealing. They're trying to get guys in. I could see them dealing like Gallen for a younger pitcher who they can use now.
It's Mason Miller. It gets better.
Miller.
It gets better. All right. Who wants to go first? Matt, we'll have you go first. I got you, Matt. We got Trent Grissom,
There we
I
go.
see.
Better than Juan Soto. Okay.
It gets
Mr.
better.
Mustache,
Garrett Cole, right?
There
Yep,
you go.
yep.
Okay.
crybaby himself.
That's all we got for Yankees. But for Jared, I got you. All right, so we got Merrill Kelly. Yep.
Ooh.
Okay, that's a start, right? It's a start.
Yeah.
Okay, it gets better. Tel Marte.
Aw.
Yep. It
My
gets
dog.
better. Corbin Carroll.
The All-Star card. See, it's in reverse. Cattell in
Right.
order of everyone asked me what's my top, somebody asked me who's your 5 favorite Diamondbacks. When my buddies asked me at the Wiffle tournament, I said 1, it's Cattell, 2, it's Corbin, 3. This is a weird one. I'm a big Gabby Moreno fan. Love Gabby Moreno.
Okay.
4, I gotta say Justin Martinez. I love J-Mart. He throws so damn hard, and he's so much fun to watch on the mound. 5, I'll say it's a tie between Gino Suarez and Alec Thomas. Alec Thomas's energy is infectious. I love it, the way he plays baseball. He's either going to strike out, hit a nuclear bomb home run, or hit like a bunt single for a double. Like he'll outrun everything. But I love Gino because Gino's swing is just such a 2000s power hitting third baseman. There's no contact involved. It's I'm going to hit this ball a country mile, and you can't do jack about it.
Yeah,
Everyone's like, why you have Corbin Burr? Zach Gallen used to be in the top 5, and then he just sucked. He hasn't been a good pitcher since he almost had a no-hitter in the World Series. But
I think what separates Eugenio Suarez from the rest of the third baseman out there right now, too, is is Eugenio Suarez, is he a great, does he strike out a lot? Yes. Is he a great defensive third baseman? No. But you look at other defensive third basemen. Brian Hayes, I haven't paid too much attention to him. Ryan McMahon, Nolan Arenado. Problem with those guys is that offensively.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, well, yeah, but offensively, McMahon and Arenado aren't what they were before. And so if you trade for them, yes, you're getting good defense at the corner spot at third, but you're also getting an offensive player that you're hoping is going to have a Paul Goldschmidt type of beginning of the year where he was kind of finding his old rhythm and just, high on base percentage, batting average, the whole 9. It's cooled off a little bit, but he's still doing very well considering, he's 37, 38-year-old.
Yeah.
And then Brian Hayes I think he's batting a low 2s. Not completely sure about that, Nate, if you want to check on that, what Brian Hayes' batting average and everything is, but I don't think offensively he's
having a really down year.
But Eugenio Suarez, as he may not be a Gold Glove defensive third baseman, man, does he have power? And he's just got.
He's not even that bad of a third baseman either. I think he's upper echelon. He's not like Machado, but he's not a bad. Boo, you're staying there. I'm not dealing with you today. Everyone's
237.
Say Boo. Yeah, there it is. No, bye, Boo.
But the thing with Eugenio is that he makes up for it at the plate because he's a guy with one swing can just change the whole trajectory of the game. That's why.
Didn't he hit 2 grand slams against you guys?
Probably. Hopefully he could hit 2 grand slams for us one time. But that's why he's the hottest third base rumored trade piece out there. And then Mitch Keller, I like. Mitch Keller is 3-10 with a 3.48 ERA, but he plays for the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Such a bad team, man. I want their closer.
A 3.4 ERA to go to a team like maybe New York right now, who he wouldn't really be the one of the two. He'd be probably right behind Rodon in that rotation. Wouldn't be bad at all. But he's, like I say, he's 3-10 with a mid-3 ERA because he's on the Pirates. 3-10 ERA tells me you probably should be having a 7-something ERA. But it's just the Pirates are that bad. If he was on a half decent team that knew how to put runs up, he probably would have a sub 250 ERA. But I don't know. We'll see. Cashman says they're going for it. I have yet to see anything, and we are inching towards the deadline.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's a funny thing. So Google has their AI overview. If you checked within a couple weeks, The last 5 weeks or so, Eugenio Suarez has been like the top of that list. He's gone. He's not on there anymore. He's been replaced by Alcantara from the Marlins, Ryan McMahon from the Rockies, Luis Robert, Brandon Lowe, Pete Fairbanks, Zach Lytle from the Rays. Like, he's gone. He's no longer in like the top prospects thing from Google. And usually Google pulls from all the websites. Here's my explanation why Suarez won't get traded. I have a feeling Suarez might not leave the Valley for the next couple of years, because Arizona proves they don't care if you're at third base. They don't need you with Perdomo as short. You don't need a athletic freak at third base. You need him to be able to hit the throws, make an athletic play occasionally, and hit bombs. AKA Evan Longoria on our World Series team. Longoria was 40. Gino could play for another 5 years for us. I think the Diamondbacks are waiting to see if they can work out a deal with Gino. If they can. If they keep this run going, Gino will probably play in Arizona next year. I don't think Naylor is going to play here next year. I think Pavin Smith had too much was coming in too hot. I think they know he was eventually going to be Goldschmidt's replacement. He just had to wait behind Christian Walker having a great career. I think Naylor was kind of this placeholder while they figured out what was wrong with Pavin Smith. He's figured it out. Once he gets off the IL, he'll be great. I think Naylor is going to get dealt. I don't know where he's going to go, but if anything, I think Naylor's the one who gets dealt in Arizona, if anybody gets dealt at all. Maybe Zach Gallen. I think they'll keep Merrill. I don't think the Diamondbacks are going to be selling, though. I think they are going to be buying. Right now, as it stands, they're 500. Their offense is blasting on all cylinders, and their bullpen's only going to get better. You're getting Shelby Miller and Ryan Thompson back within the next couple weeks. One more arm with Kevin Ginkel finally getting rid of the yips or whatever the hell was wrong with him. Now you're talking about a team that actually can contend and compete. I am thoroughly convinced that the Diamondbacks now believe they have a shot. The Dodgers just got mollywopped. Their injuries are only getting worse. The Padres and the Giants are not. They're only hanging on by the records because of just scheduling. And the Cardinals are not bulletproof. Neither are a lot of the teams ahead in the NL, like the Reds and stuff. So, if anything, this is the opposite of last year, where last year the Diamondbacks couldn't afford to lose ground. This year they can, because the NL is slacking. Let's be honest, there's only about 7 or 8 teams that actually have a shot at making the playoff. There's about 10 teams that in all reality are going to either be in contention or close. I think that 10th and final team is Arizona. I think a lot of these teams will start falling by the wayside as we get into it. I love how teams – well, I want to just take a shot at modern sports, at Yankees media. You can't keep wishing into existence saying Suarez is going to the Yankees, because he keeps winning. He's said multiple times he does not want to be traded. He wants to stay in Arizona. Derek Hall has said it multiple times. He does not want to trade him. That is a last resort, because Gino is a clubhouse guy. They love him here. And this is the funny thing. I think this is something, Matt, maybe you could answer this for me. I don't think big market team fans understand how tight knit loved players are in ballparks, with successful small teams. Like, we always used to make fun of the Giants because, let's be honest, they're a mid-market team. They are not this, because the Giants never spend big money. They never have been. They've always been kind of like a mid-tier spender. They've gotten spend more over the years, but like, their fans love their players, right? You go to Kansas City, back on their World Series teams, they had all these young guys that, they were beloved in the city. Pittsburgh, back when they had some pride, same thing. The Reds back in the Griffey day. Sam, you get my point, right? Big market fans do not understand that it's a different connection. Whereas a lot of Yankees fans, and this is not saying you, I've gotten the gist that you guys look at them as members of a super team expected to do perfect. The Alabama Crimson Tides, the LA Dodgers, the LA Lakers, pre-LeBron, like with Kobe and Shaq kind of thing. That's what they expect out of them. But with like small market teams, we have guys like Gino came over as a bench warmer piece. He was awful the first half of last year. and since last July, I think has more home runs than anybody in baseball. Nate, if there's a way to look that up, that'd be awesome. Like Gino Suarez's number since like last July 1st, I think he leads baseball in home runs.
I'm pretty sure it's also Eugenio because I know you're going to get killed on TikTok again if this.
It's Gino. We call him Gino Suarez.
No, I know, but when you say Eugenio, I think it's Eugenio.
It's Eugenio Suarez. We call him Gino. All Diamondbacks fans call him Gino. The guys in the clubhouse call him Gino. That's who we call him. That's our boy. That's our third baseman. He's our weird ponytail wearing, smash ball hitting guy. We love him to death. Also, to the guy who robbed Ketel Marte's house, your days are numbered, bud.
Since June 1st, 2025, Gino Suarez has a .293 batting average with 44 hits, 20 home runs, and 43 RBIs, along with 27 runs scored.
Of last year.
Oh, sorry. Since last year?
Last July 1st. Or I think he broke his slump in June or July.
So you want this number since July 1st.
He only had 4 home runs at the All-Star break, and then he hit like 25 in the second half. It was insane.
So you want his stats since July 1st to now?
Of last year, yeah. Because I have the weird remembering, like I think he's either for 1 or 2 in baseball and home runs.
282 with 59 home runs, 154 RBIs, 124 runs scored, and 184 hits.
That is stupid. That is stupid.
Nate, all the world wants to know right now. They're all texting me. They're all calling me. Even, I don't know. I was about to make up a name, but I couldn't think of one.
Mason Miller.
Yeah. Well, no. It involves Mason Miller.
Mason Miller. Is he going?
Yeah. The world wants to know, are the A's buyers or sellers?
They said that he's not on the table unless they get a really, really good enticing offer. But it has to be like
I heard 2 pitching prospects at least. That was what I heard.
Hey, we could use some starters, man. Our starters are
1 starter, 1 reliever is what they were asking. But like they have to be like top to mid tier guys. They can't be like bottom feeder pitchers.
He's not doing this great. He's not.
Honestly, I think it might be a change of scenery thing. I'm not sure. Like,
trust me.
It worked for Ryan Thompson. He was a liability in Tampa. Goes to Arizona, has a wicked run last 2 years.
Yeah.
Nate, hear me out. Let me paint this picture for you.
Okay. It's in my head.
Nobody wants your garbage. Nobody wants your garbage prospects, Bronx.
Ready for this? I don't know about this, Jared. I'm gonna like this one. All right, ready?
I'm picturing it.
Marcus Stroman.
Oh. So you want them to go winless?
We suck. Why not?
Marcus Stroman is worse than Severino. Stroman, I look at, like, when I see Stroman on the bump for the Yankees, and I bet against them. He's awful. He hasn't been good since he left Toronto or Chicago.
He had a good season. Yeah, he had like 1 decent or good season with the Mets. Then he had a good season with Chicago, but this is all spaced out. And then last year he was in the regular season. He was probably better than expected, but that's not saying, too much. Because he had a good first half, I should say. He had a good first half of the season, then just everybody collapsed in the second half. We tried hard to trade him, and everybody got hurt. Gill got hurt. Cole got hurt. Schmidt eventually decided he needed Tommy John, so we just can't escape Stroman. Will Warren, who nobody knows about besides Yankee fans and probably us because we probably talk about him sometimes, but Will Warren is a much better pitcher right now than Marcus Stroman. And only like probably 13% of MLB guys know who Will Warren is.
I know who Will Warren is. He gave up a home run to Gino Suarez.
Will Warren looks like he should have been a pitcher in like the 60s. Like he has that like 60s baseball look. Like he should have been he looks like a Mickey Mantle pitcher. He just gives me the vibes of like he was 40 years too late in this decade.
I think we also need to go away from everyone's got to throw 100. I think unless you can throw 100, you should not. Just like make baseball pitchers slow again. Like 95 is fine, guys. 95 is aggressive. Like, dude, bring back changeups, bring back hitting the corners. Dude, I love that the split figure fastball has become the new it pitch in baseball. I love it. I love it. That is a new pitch that everyone's using as a splitter.
Bring back the knuckleball pitchers.
Yeah, true. Dude, I found out yesterday. I was warming up in the bullpen. I never got to go in because we got mercied. But like, dude, I found out my splitter's nasty because it's the same release as my fastball, but it goes this way because of my arm angle, but then cuts back because of the spin, and it has a dropping motion with that little like corkscrew spin to it. And my boy Kev was warming me up, and he's like, "Dude, that is disgusting." I'm like, he goes, "Dude, I hope you go in. I want to see guys try to hack at this thing because it comes in about maybe 5 to 10 miles per hour slower than my fastball, but it just like, whoo, it just like moves. Like it looks. He said it looked like something out of backyard baseball. He was like, "This is crazy."
I know exactly the pitch you're talking about too.
It's just a splitter with a wide 2-seam grip. I just jam my hand on his desk.
Nice.
But yeah, dude, I will say this about this is my final plea to all fans. Go get Brian Hayes, go get Ryan McMahon, Yankees fans. Just stop. Leave us alone. Leave our snakes alone. The Diamondbacks have awoken. We're back. We're here to cause trouble and break things.
Okay,
now,
hear me out, Matt. Marcus Stroman for Luis Urias.
I mean, I'm just looking
at a guy who literally has a negative WAR every year.
Listen, he's average, but Stroman is also
he's literally Stan the Man from 300. That's what it is.
He's batting .237.
He's Bernie Mac, but Spanish, dude. What do I tell you? He's literally the same character. He is not do anything else great besides hit for contact hits. That's all he does. There's a reason WAR every year, and I'm not even a big sabermetrics guy, but WAR I believe in. I think it's a good stat. Dude, he's not a good player. There's a reason the Padres can't get rid of him. See, I would love us. I hear me out. Erod, Fott, Nelson, Kelly, and Galen. That is a decent pitching staff. That's a pitching staff that can go into the playoffs. If Zach Gallen gets his head out of his ass and Erod just keeps the ball lower in the zone because he's not 28 anymore, that Ryan Nelson went out and just dominated. Brandon Fott looked great. Brandon Fott always has 2 out of every 5 starts. Brandon Fott gets shelled, but then he looks like a Cy Young winner the next time. It cracks me. I think there's something wrong with his mechanics. Anyway, if Zach Gallen could be even a shell of what he was in 2023 or up, and Merrill Kelly continues to do what he does, that's a great pitching staff. Sucks we lost Corbin Burns. I am going to hate saying this. It sucks we lost Fat Boy. I mean, Jordan Montgomery. It really kills me that we lost Puck and my boy J-Mart. But from what I hear, we're supposed to get Ryan Thompson back soon, and we are supposed to get Shelby Miller back, who, when he was on the mound for us out of the bullpen, was electric. So, guys, we went to the World Series with Kevin Ginkel, Ryan Thompson, and Paul Sewald. Okay? We had Miguel Castro throwing out there and Luis Castillo. Not that good, Luis Castillo, the other one. It's not hard, okay? Let's be honest. It just takes a team to get hot. Yankees fans, go pick on some other team. That's my plea. Thank you.
We will see. I'm hoping that we get like some sort of like, it'd be nice if we can get a breaking MLB trade.
Dude, Ryan McMahon looks like a Yankees player.
He sounds like somebody he reminds me of like a Chase Headley, where it's just like this random guy you just kind of like just throw into that lineup, and he just sounds like a good Cashman deadline guy. Cashman tell the fan base we're going all in. Boom, Ryan McMahon. That's what that feels like. But you know what? Hey, I'm not complaining, because you know why? Because our current third baseman is to be determined pretty much in any game. It's Yorbit Vivas. So give me Ryan McMahon.
We're selling.
I would take a Brian Hayes too. Like, honestly.
Yeah, Nate, I think we all.
Yeah. We're listening to offers on Sevy, JP Sears, and Jeffrey Springs.
Do you have any relief pitchers available?
So far, not yet.
I mean, how about this? We'll give you Zach Gallen. You give us Sevy, Mason Miller, and a prospect to be named later.
You want to give up Gallon? You said.
Yeah, I'll give up Gallon, or
Okay.
we'll give you Erod. Either one. We'll give you either one. Give us Mason Miller and Sevy, and then a prospect to be named later. I would make that deal tomorrow.
Give me some catch.
Yeah, we can do that. Ken Kendrick has more money he knows what to do with. That's fine. Listen, I'll make that deal tomorrow. We'll give you Zach Gallen. Watch. He's like the righty Barry Zito once he gets out there with that stupid knuckle curve of his. I honestly, Sevy's pitching style honestly would work in Arizona. So I'm not really complaining about. I would take him as our 5th starter. Ryan Nelson will probably be one of our aces next year, which is hilarious. This dude was our 7th starter at the start of the season, and now is like our best pitcher. I think he's 10-4 right now, 10-6, something like that. He's out of control. He just pitches phenomenally. It sucks when we lose Merrill Kelly in the offseason because I just don't think we're going to give him another contract at 36 years old, but he's had a hell of a run with us. He was electric in Game 2 of the World Series 2 years ago, but freaking Rangers. Dallas, Texas ruins everything. Anyway, you boys want to talk some football?
Yeah, I'm ready.
This has been the most ADHD show of all time, by the way. So
before we get to that part, apparently, going back to baseball for a hot second. Apparently, Buster Olney put out a thing that said Tariq Schoolball is set to land $400 million after next season. The question is whether it's going to come from the Yankees, Mets, or Dodgers. Just completely throwing out the Tigers right there.
Dude, this is the thing I hate about baseball right now. It's like these 3 teams just ruin it for everyone else. And this is why the MLB is looking at possible salary caps. It's because of you 3 idiots. That's why. And the rest of us baseball fans, all the other 27 teams want your rosters to burn. We love to see you lose.
I think it's got to go back to how it was and just let us run the show. That's all I'm just saying. Get rid of the Dodgers and the Mets, and yeah.
Oh, and watch you guys choke to a team from Arizona in the World Series.
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe a certain somebody will be the winning 9th inning guy for us. We can get him at the deadline.
Yeah, it's not happening. I wish nothing but dishonor and famine to your roster. Anyway, so we are talking about football. So Nate, can you pull up? Can you find the exact quote from Cam Newton? I have been trying to find it for an hour. So we talked about this last week about how there was a stupid list that put Jalen Hurts at 9, and I said, who cares? Because all you're doing is giving him more gas. But then a washed-up has-been with stupid hats who wouldn't jump after a fumble because he's soft, named Cam Newton. Yes, I heard it. Say, Cam, find me. I'm in Southbury, Connecticut. Come find me. I'll say it to your face. I think you were a phenomenally talented quarterback, but I will say it to your chest because you're a foot taller than me. You wussed out after that ball. I know that was a career move for you. You didn't want to get hurt, but it said everything to me. That said everything to your team, at least from what I saw as a 20-year-old kid who thought you were one of the most talented quarterbacks. I watched you decimate the Oregon Ducks. I watched you decimate NFL offense for years. And then I saw Von Miller in that defense punk you. And after that, you were never the same player to me. I thought you were soft. Listen, I love your talent, man. I think you're one of the most talented quarterbacks ever to walk the earth. But, man, after that, you were never the same. So do not come after Jalen Hurts. Nate, do you have the quote up, or did you find it?
He said, quote, "It's hard for me to grade Jalen Hurts with the talent that he has around him. Jalen Hurts is a great quarterback, but if we're talking about what they bring to the table holistically, it's hard to judge what Hurts can do when you're throwing to a guy like A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. We have tight end skill sets. You have dominant defense, the best running back in the game. And, yeah.
So here's the deal, Mr. Newton. Unfortunately, he's not the one who sets the roster. And he's not the only team quarterback playing with super teams. Now, do the Eagles super team have the most name recognition? Yeah, they totally do. Like everyone, they have a Heisman winner. They have an All-Pro. They have Saquon Barkley, who, by the way, up until last year was considered washed. So can we pump the brakes on this whole, he's the best? Yeah, he is the best running back in the game, or one of the best. But a year ago, y'all were saying he was washed. Okay? Y'all were saying the Eagles were dead in the water at 2-2. Like, everyone's got this revisionist history now. We keep receipts. We always do. My biggest issue with Cam Newton here is that one, it comes off to me like he's taking a shot at somebody because he's been compared to Cam Newton, but he's already achieved more in his career than Cam Newton has in his entire career. I'm sorry. All Jalen has to do is have an MVP season, but that's not his shtick. Jalen rather throw for 25 touchdowns, run for 10, and then, watch Saquon or whoever the hell he has to hand the ball off to run for 1,500 to 2,000 yards. They get into the playoffs, and when it matters most, he hits every throw. And I said this yesterday. I was talking to a buddy of mine. Shout out to my boy Peter, former Belly Up employee, Canada's finest. Me and him were having this conversation last night about top 10 quarterbacks. He's a Giants fan, full disclosure. Very realistic Giants fan. He's predicting nothing but doom and gloom for this year. But he's a very smart guy. I said to him, the reason why I rank Hurts above some other quarterbacks is when the game matters most, he hits the throw. He makes the play. And I'm not talking about some regular season game against the Falcons in week 4 or, trying to stretch a lead after his defense blew a lead against the Seahawks in 2023. No. When the Eagles were in the playoffs and they needed somebody to make a play to save the game or to make the drive, he hit the throw. Yes, it seemed like in this postseason the Eagles were able to just steamroll through things. Yeah. That's called having an amazing GM, an amazing coach, an amazing owner, and an amazing quarterback. You know what other team did that for decades? The Patriots, the Cowboys in the 90s, the Steelers, the 49ers, the Packers. Guys, and I'm not comparing them to this team. We won 2 titles in 8 years and with 2 different coaches, 2 different quarterbacks. What I'm saying is it's not a new thing to see a good team with good management and a good quarterback win a Super Bowl. It's quite common, actually. Now, if it repeats, that's when you see them go into the likes of the Cowboys, the 49ers, the Patriots, and the Steelers, even the Packers in the late 60s. We thought we had it with the Chiefs, but they got punked. They got smashed because they made a couple mistakes along the way in their roster, and that's fine. But remember, boys, championships are won in the trenches. If you want to talk about where the Eagles are most loaded at, their offensive line. That's 5 Pro Bowlers right in front of Jalen Hurts. And you can go back down the list of every single championship team that won by a dominant fashion. They all had blockers. My biggest problem with Cam Newton here is that his logic behind it is such a you know what it is, guys? And this, maybe correct me if I'm wrong here. It comes off as an uneducated take. And that's not saying that for somebody with such a high football IQ and somebody who's a veteran of the game and so smart and so well respected for what he did for college and pro football, to have such a lame duck take, oh, he's got so much talent around him. It's like, yeah, but you still have to go out and make the throws. This isn't like you just have to press a button and you go and the rest of the work happens for you. You still have to run for 60 yards and score against the Rams or play on what might have been a busted knee. We don't know. Make every throw that counted against the Chiefs except for one interception, which he let it roll, whatever. Make every throw against the Commanders, the Packers, whatever. And be a key part of 80%, 95% of the reason why we won a lot of those games on that 10 or 11 game winning streak we went on. That's my biggest thing. That's what it really comes down to. Everyone really discounts, even if you have elite weapons around you, you still need to be an amazing quarterback. This is why it annoys me. Because here's my issue with Cam Newton. Cam Newton was literally what should have been. He was supposed to be the game changer. And he wasn't. He had one elite Super Bowl run, a bunch of great highlights, and got COVID. His career was over. I'm sorry.
I definitely hear what you're saying, and I could definitely understand the animosity and the feelings towards, especially being an Eagles fan as big as you are with that team.
That was me coming as a logical fan. If you want me to go Eagles, I'll get even more insulting.
No, I think it's I think that's a fair feeling to have. I'm trying to like think of how I'm trying to word what I'm trying to say. I think it's more of a testament to maybe Howie Rose for the job that he's done building this team and this dominance of just a franchise right now. I know it's just they're like I was reading his quote too while you were going on your spiel because I wanted to get another view on it. I mean, like he said, when all the stars that they have on that team, and if you download Madden, look at all the stars that they have on that offensive side. But I mean, I think you got to show credit to Howie Rose because I mean that man has just built a monstrous dominance of a football team throughout these drafts. Really, just the drafts, honestly. Saquon was like the one big free agency, pickup, but other than that, it's a lot of homegrown talent on both sides of that ball. I mean, Dallas Goedert and Devonta Smith and Jalen Hurts were all drafted. Most of that line, except maybe a few guys are drafted. A.J. Brown and Saquon were pickups. That defense is mostly drafted. So, I mean, he could say, I understand he's saying what he's saying. I get the logic of like, if he was on the Jaguars or, something like that, like how would he have that similar success? But I just think he's in a perfect scenario. I mean, he's got the best GM in the league that's building just a dominant football team on both sides of the ball, and he is just reaping the benefits of it. And he's not statistically, when you look at him, he's not a bad quarterback, obviously. He's a very good quarterback that I think anybody who isn't maybe a Buffalo, a Raven, a Chief fan would want them on their team as a quarterback. Maybe you could even throw in the Bengals there too. But I think like there's probably 4 of like 32 teams out there that wouldn't want Jalen Hurts. And that's just because they have somebody already in that position. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is more of a testament to Howie Rose for just building and just the dominance of a team and being that good of a GM. But listen, you could be mad at all you want. I mean, he is having the luxury of reaping the benefits of that, of having that kind of a GM, of just having that star-studded offense, and he is working with it, and he's won a championship with it. And, we'll see what happens. I'm assuming more to come. But, I mean, don't hate the player, man. Hate the game. Somebody go outbeat Howie Rose.
Yeah, just, go beat Hurts. Last time I checked, he outplayed Mahomes in 2 Super Bowls, and it took a defensive holding call to beat him. Cam, you're 0-1. Brother, and listen, here's the biggest thing. Yeah, it's great having elite roster. He's still got to do it, and he did it better than anybody. At least he did it better than the best quarterback of our generation, which is Mahomes. Nobody argues that. We were making this point last night, me and a buddy of mine, about Joe Burrow. He said, "Where do you rank Burrow?" I'm like, "I rank him at 5." And he goes, or 4. He goes, "Why?" I'm like, "Because he gets hurt. He gets banged up." And Allen, I put him at 2 because I think talent-wise, he's second. I think Josh Allen, this is the make or break year. He falls out of top 3 for me if he freaking blows it this year. Mahomes is 1 because, he's still the king, at least of this generation. If Hurts knocks him off again, then we have another conversation to talk about. But, I put Lamar at 4. I think Lamar is the most talented quarterback. I would love to see Lamar get a title. Nothing would make me happier than seeing the Ravens win a Super Bowl. If it's not the Eagles and it's not like the Raiders with Geno Smith, which would be amazing, like I would love to see Lamar get one because I think it'd be such a great thing for the sport. I love Lamar. I've loved him since he was at Louisville. Then you get into the guys who would say, "Oh, Stafford, whatever." I just want Sean McVay to retire with never another Super Bowl. I can't stand Sean McVay. He's annoying to me. Love MCDC. Would love the Lions to get one. But at the end of the day, dude, you gotta beat the champs. And this whole thing is just we're doing exactly what Cam Newton wants. We're talking about his show. We're talking about him. We're Googling him. It's a relevance shot. Because I guarantee behind the scenes, Cam has no issue with Jalen Hurts whatsoever. And I just thought about this. I'm like, we're doing exactly what this was meant to do. Just spark controversy. But we talked about it for 15 minutes. Hey, rest of the NFL, all you 31 teams, come and get it. Okay?
Allen, Jackson, Mahomes, Burrow, Stafford, Goff, Daniels, Stroud, Herbert, and Mayfield are his top 10, by the way.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
Nobody cares about No, not to you, Nate. Nate, I love you. It's okay. Cam Newton's a has-been, and he's looking for clicks. It's okay. Cam still thought you were maybe top 5 greatest college quarterbacks of all time, but this is a has-been take. This comes off like McNabb crapping on Carson Wentz back when he was in the height of his powers. I'm done bitching about that one.
Mayfield I like Mayfield. Bit of a turnover problem, but I like Mayfield. But not over Jalen Hurts. Anyways.
Yeah. I had another topic I wanted to touch on, but I couldn't remember it just now.
I mean, you could show those. I got a couple quick things. Apparently, according to FanDuel Sportsbook, their official Twitter page, X page, New York Giants are the most bet team to win the Super Bowl.
That was it. So what's the odds? That's why I'm asking.
23,000.
That's why.
Ooh,
Yeah, but
hey, put it in for me. Put it in for me. Yep.
You're just giving your money away.
No, he's not. Wait, you believe?
Okay, there's already reports that Russ is losing the locker room, and it's not even training camp just started.
He's not losing lock. Okay, hear me out. This is what is gonna happen, right? Okay, so when the season starts, right? The Commanders, right? We beat the Commanders week 1, right? Then Jaden Daniels gets suspended for crack, right? Wait,
what the hell?
Wait,
Nathan, to your box.
And then listen. Then in week 2, right before the game starts, Dak Prescott gets ruled out, right, for the season because he hurt his ankle and the ankle injury is too severe, right? And then, right, we make the wild because Philly's gonna be fine. That's whatever. Who cares about Philly because they're gonna make the playoffs anyways, right? Then we're gonna surprise the whole nation and the whole world, right? We're gonna go 11-6, right? And we gonna make the playoffs, and then we go. No, we're gonna play the Vikings again, right? We're gonna beat them. Then we're gonna face Philly, and then we're gonna pick 6 Jalen Hurts, right, to make the championship game. And then we're gonna.
Do you realize how Nate? You just keep going. So and also Russ is gonna throw for 5 touchdown passes against like the Rams or something, right?
Yeah, right. We're gonna beat the Lions, right? And Wilson's gonna throw 5 touchdowns, right? Type stuff, right? And then we're gonna face the Bills, right? That's gonna hurt my soul because I love Josh Allen, but we're gonna beat the Bills because they missed the field goal like they did in 1996, and they're gonna win the Super Bowl. And then I'll be laughing at everyone's face, not you guys, because I love y'all. But to all the doubters out there, I'm gonna laugh at all of them, and that's how the Giants win the Super Bowl.
Jesus,
thanks.
Nate, you should start writing fan fiction, brother. I think you have a talent.
Why? Thank you,
Nate. Way to remind the kids out there that drugs are bad.
They are bad. Do not do drugs. That's what the DARE program was for.
This is literally like the LT quote in The Water Boy. Remember, kids, don't smoke crack.
If you want to throw $10 away to FanDuel as a nice donation, go put it on the Giants and Super Bowl.
I'm gonna say how this season's gonna go. Top end, you guys go like 9-8. You make the playoffs on like some crazy shit, and then it prolongs the inevitable. What really is going to happen, which is what I think, is that Russ is going to have like 1 or 2 games. Then you guys are going to get absolutely bum rushed and just get absolutely murdered. And the locker room is going to lose Russ because he's a stupid little corny crap he's been doing since he was in Seattle. Because some guru told him that was the way to act like you're a quarterback in Friday Night Lights, apparently. They're going to put in Jameis. They're going to upset like the Lions or the Rams and beat them by like 40, and then the next week gonna lose to like the Jaguars by 20. And you're not gonna. And Nate's just gonna sit there in his little hood on Monday doing his Dark Side Nate segment, and we're gonna tell him like, listen, buddy, this is what happens when you put Russ in. Russ gives you false hope. Ask the Steelers. Russ gives you false hope for 3 or 4 weeks, then gets absolutely massacred by a real defense, and then they're never the same. I think the Giants, and I had multiple Giants fans say this to me. They are still confused by the move of adding Russ because it makes no sense for what the direction of the team is.
I think the Giants go over the win total of 5.5, but I'm going like at a height of like 7 wins.
I'm going 6 or 7. I don't think they're going. I think the problem is that they're going to find that they have way too many holes in that roster, and I don't care how many guys you throw at the defensive line. This isn't the New York Sack Exchange where you can cover up a bunch of stuff. Like, you need offensive line. You need good quarterback play. You need consistent running back play. And I'm sorry, I don't fear Cam Scatterbo and Tyrone Tracy. I really don't. I fear Malik Neighbors. I think Malik Neighbors is a hell of a receiver, and he's going to be a top 10 receiver in his league for a very long time. I hope for Nate's mental health sake he stays in New York. But I think you need to understand that I think Jackson Dart is your future of your franchise. I think he's going to be a hell of a quarterback. I think he'll win a division for the Giants in the next 2 or 3 years. But I think they need to take their lumps this year and not try to microwave some kind of first-round exit offense. I think that's the biggest problem. Sometimes you got to let it burn out and then restart it. And I think the Giants are in the Giants have such a great opportunity here. You have a young core. You have a young quarterback who's ready to rip it. Put him in week 10. Have him beat a couple teams that he shouldn't beat. And then next year you come out and you may pull – I'm not saying you're a Bullet Chiefs, but maybe you pull in like a Burrow in his second year. You go 9 and you go 10-7. You make the playoffs. You knock off a couple teams. I think the Giants have to understand they're starting from scratch here. This is not a quick rebuild. Nobody does a Philly. Howie Roseman is a weirdo of his own making. Stop with these quick 1-year rebuilds. They don't work. They don't happen. Howie is his own little weirdo that does it himself. Okay, Belichick too. Even though Belichick's draft stock since about 2011, since he drafted Gronk and Aaron Hernandez, has been awful. But anyway.
Yeah, I give him like 6-7 wins, a little bit over the win total, and I think you're going to get a couple of those classic Russell Wilson bombs where he just lobs it up deep and it's just like a missile coming down, and I think it's going to get the fan base really excited, and then I think ultimately it's going to just be we're all going to be reminded that Russell Wilson's just not who he used to be. Not a bad quarterback anymore, just not, he's not Seattle anymore, sadly.
I don't ask for much in life. Well, there's only a few things I ask for in life. My health to get back to normal and to see more deep balls because I'm tired of checkdowns. I haven't seen a deep ball go more than 50 yards in quite some time.
I'm glad you elaborated on that. Glad you did.
Thanks, Matt.
And here's the thing is I truly would rather the Giants be better than the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys sucking is more hilarious than anything else because then it shuts ESPN up for about a year.
Yes, that's true.
I truly think the Giants, when they're good, is the most fun I have against the team. I find the Commanders just annoying and distasteful. I find the Cowboys moronic and delusional. The Giants are like our gritty blue-collar brother from up north, and we just want to fight you guys. And when the Giants are good, it makes it more fun, but basically since 2016, we've basically been taking your lunch money except for like a few games here or there. So definitely want to I definitely want to see the Giants be good again. I think it's good for football.
One day.
Have we all seen those Pittsburgh Steelers alternate uniforms?
That's disgusting. Yeah, those are disgusting. I'll put up a picture right now.
They're so ugly, and I can't tell what they're trying to do. Are they trying to go back to like the Bumblebee era? Like, what is this?
I will say I don't hate them. I just don't understand them. I think that's the best way to
mixed with camo. I don't like the olive drab colored pants.
So I think the helmet's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
The helmet. I don't understand the jersey. I don't know how to put it. It like screams like
run over by construction material.
Yeah. Yes, it looks like those yellow and black signs on the railroad when you're going to like a crossing or something. It just, I don't get it. I don't know.
You're in the same space I am, brother. I don't understand it. Listen, I think yellow helmet, awesome idea. It looks like a really bad construction vest.
Who made that and then got an approval? Like, who said that's it? That's the one.
Okay, you know what? And this is not on just behalf of my father being a graphic designer. We need to start taking away graphics tools from people who have no graphic talent. I'm sorry. It's time. Make graphic designing great again. I'm with it because this is the reason. Okay, I'm proponent for my father's industry. My father, who his entire career, my grandfather, the entire career was graphic design and package design. Bro, I can't. This is awful. It literally looks like a run over traffic cone, like a run over yellow traffic cone. I'm like, what? It looks like there's tire marks on the jersey. I'm like, this is abysmal. But
It's a speed bump. It's a yellow
yes,
speed bump.
it is a speed bump. We're the Pittsburgh speed bumps.
And I'm sure they'll have some elaborate explanation for it that Nate
They do.
There
I have it right here.
God, Nate found it. All right.
It pays tribute to the 1933 team, where it all began for the Steelers and also the city of Pittsburgh and the rich legacy it holds.
So they pulled the Giants.
Yes.
Oh my God, those uniforms.
This time,
That doesn't mean that it's good.
Listen, but they're saving it till October 26th when they play the Packers. Isn't that great?
Those ugly ass uniforms too, the yellow ones with the navy set with the yellow circle in the middle.
It means something though. You know, on Sunday Night Football, come on.
God, this is ugly. All right. Yeah,
yes.
That's awful. All right. You guys ready to talk movies?
Poop.
It's okay, Nate. So we've called an audible. So we're going to assign this week. We're going to do this for Mondays, but for Thursday this week, we'll do it for you. All of us are going to be assigned a movie by the rest of us. Your movie this week to watch by Thursday. It's an hour and a half long. It's not that long. You can easily just skip a game or two of 2K or MLB The Show and play it. It's Spaceballs. It's on HBO Max. Okay? Just watch it, and I want you to give a 2-sentence review of it. Okay, and as funny as you can, because I know Spaceballs is hilarious. Let's try to keep these movie reviews to either like epic movies, like big franchises, or comedies or sports related. Let's try to keep it to those 3 topics. Okay, so Matthew, you tuck those little horror and thriller movies away, and you throw them in the dumpster, or I'm gonna leave you on the side of the road at a park and ride in Idaho.
All right, no Conjurings. Okay, understand.
I like to sleep at night. All right, so Nate, you and Matt get to decide my movie this week.
All right, man.
So here's the thing: is you can suggest movies at random. I'll tell you if I've seen it or not. Basically.
All right.
All right. I mean, I know I have so many to choose from, but I'm trying to think of like a decent one.
Rapid fire.
You ever seen My Cousin Vinny?
I've never seen My Cousin Vinny.
You've never seen Nate's?
No, I've never seen it.
I don't even need to ask.
I've seen clips.
How about this? 3 guys. Okay, no. Okay, I'll stop.
Oh.
I was gonna. Okay.
Jesus.
Nate, the eyebrow went up. Now you've got me.
It's the sequel to 2. No, okay, I'll stop. It's not Thursday.
Stop it, Nathan. Okay. Nathan, penalty box.
Okay, listen. I know it's not Thursday yet, but okay, listen. I don't know. Have you seen Sinners?
I have not seen Sinners yet.
It's a vampire movie.
Okay, so I know who it is. Michael B. Jordan, my former love, Haley Steinfeld. I know what it is.
You should watch it.
It's okay. So my options are My Cousin Vinny or Sinners.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now we got to figure out Matt's.
The Smurfs.
My God, I'm not watching the things.
Oh my God. Matt, you've seen Lord of the Rings, right?
I have. It's been so long, I don't remember completely all of them.
Well, you've seen it. So okay, have you seen the Hobbit movies?
No.
Okay, we'll make it easy for you. First Hobbit movie.
All right.
It's fun because you'll get hooked on them. They're actually kind of intriguing.
I'm gonna look up Hobbit movie number 1.
It's on HBO Max.
Hobbit. Oh, there we go. Hobbit movie in order. Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey.
That's the first one. Desolation of Smaug is the second.
My God, you give me a 2.5-hour movie.
And then the 5th one is the Battle of the 5 Armies. By the way, The Battle of Five Armies was a 30-minute excerpt in the book, and they stretched it to 2.5-hour movie.
Nate, you got any options, or
You like Cars?
are you gonna?
No, listen,
Sure.
no Cars. How can I get you?
Ciao.
I thought you were gonna tell me like the Cars, like the Disney movie from like 15 years ago.
He's gonna like
it's
Cars
classic.
3, like their spy movie that they made for like one.
Okay, Gran Turismo. That one is solid as I watched that twice.
I haven't
really
seen
like
that. I thought you were gonna say Gran Torino. I've seen that one. No, I've not
I've
seen
never
Gran
heard
That
of
shit's
that
so racist. Oh my god.
Yeah, especially I would have been very confused.
Yeah, if Nate suggested it, Nate will explain after why it's really funny. You might have suggested Gran Torino, but if you so Matt, do you accept your movie as Gran Turismo or The Hobbit?
It's not even that much better. It's 2 hours and 15 minutes. So either way, I'm screwed.
All right, well, take your pick.
For a 2+ hour movie, I think I'll probably like The Hobbit more than racing.
Vroom.
Okay, and I picked My Cousin Vinny over Sinners. I'll probably watch both of them anyway. And Nate, you have been assigned Spaceballs.
Okay.
So for
Sinners.
Thursday, you have to have watched it by Thursday.
I'm off
Oh my
tomorrow.
god, I got
so
2
no
days to
excuses.
watch this.
I'm off tomorrow. No excuses.
I have to find on IMDb where the hell they're streaming this thing. All right. My Cousin Vinny. Ooh, Hulu's got it. Sweet. All right, that's easy.
Nice. All
What did
right.
I just watch? I watched Captain America last night again.
Yeah. Which one?
It was great.
Which one? The new one or the old one?
The old one, the first one.
Oh yeah, because no one cares about the new one.
Well, no, I still want to watch the new one. It's just I got upset because of Ironheart and how they crapped on Tony Stark. So I went back and watched Iron Man 1 and 2. Loved them both. Realized, oh wait, the next movie in order is Thor, my favorite superhero origin story movie, or at least his intro movie. And then I was like, oh cool. Next is Captain America, the first Avenger. Love that movie. Love any World War II movie, and especially if it's got superheroes, add a bonus. Next is Avengers. Hall of Fame movie right there. I still haven't seen the new Batman movie, the Matt Reeves one with Robert Pattinson. I haven't seen it yet.
I liked it a lot. It's just it's a very different Batman. It's like not
I heard it's very dark, which I'm kind of interested about.
Yeah, it's very dark.
The other one I'm excited about, I'm going to hopefully go see Superman on Friday. I'm excited. I heard it's awesome. I had a customer's kid tell me today he's like 21 years old. I'm like me and he. So shout out to my customer's kids today. There's two sons. One was my age. One was a little younger. They helped us unload the truck. We were done in like an hour because they were just like helping us move everything. But the younger son's like, yeah, Superman is phenomenal. I'm like, okay, cool. Because I used to hate Superman. I think I thought he was the lamest superhero in the world. Like Man of Steel was so lame, and I'm just like, he's like, he snaps Zod's neck. He's like freaking out and stuff, and I'm like, dude, this just sucks. And I love Henry Cavill, I really do, and it really sucked that I had to like not like that movie. Okay, so there you go. Our Korner Booth movie review series for the summer until obviously the season starts in a few weeks. We'll keep them going until football season goes. I have to watch My Cousin Vinny. Matt has to watch the first Hobbit, and Nate has to watch Spaceballs.
Mm-hmm.
Ironically, 2 out of the 3 are on HBO or not Hulu, and mine's on HBO. Mine's on Hulu, theirs on HBO. All right, I am exhausted, but ladies and gentlemen, I want to throw a special shout out to our sponsors today. Candips.com, promo code BIPE20 for 20% off your purchase at checkout. Best dip alternative in the market. And official sponsor of a lot of different segments here at the Korner Booth. In particular, our MLB All-Star Game and Home Run predictions and our 6-pack. Righteous Felon, promo code BELLYUP for 15% off at checkout. Official sponsor of NFL Quick Slants and Nate's Penalty Box. Sending Nate behind bars since 2024. And finally, SeatGeek, official sponsor of everything else on this show and Belly Up Sports. promo code BLOOD Sports for $20 off your first initial purchase at checkout. Some restrictions may apply. We want to shout out to everyone who stopped by and watched today. For all those of you who are YouTube subscribers, sorry, not YouTube, Spotify subscribers, I am currently working on getting us back up on Spotify. Our last episode did not upload. We were trying to figure it out. I am currently in works with Spotify trying to figure it out. We are still available on Apple Podcasts, Amazon, iHeartRadio, and, of course, the BLOOD Sports YouTube for this episode. We hope you have an amazing night, boys and girls, and we will talk to you guys Thursday for Korner Booth pregame. So, peace.
Bye.
2 hour, 49-minute movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be watching.